Okay, so this week my best to worst is going to be something that I've been excited to do for a while, and it is best to worst Nicholas Sparks movies, or movie adaptations if you would prefer to say. Yeah, so basically as well, just one thing, I have not seen The Lucky One yet with Zac Efron. That one, it's not the most recent one, but it's the most recent one before that one, if that makes sense. So I haven't seen that one, so it will not be included in the list. So that could be the best Nicholas Sparks movie adaptation ever for all I know, but I have not seen it. I haven't got it either, so otherwise I would have watched it before doing this video. I don't know how long it's going to be till I get it, but if you think it's really awesome, let me know down below, and then I can be sure to pick that one up too. So yeah, let's start out with my least favourite to the best. My least favourite Nicholas Sparks movie is Message in a Bottle, and the reason being is just because I just couldn't get into the movie. I didn't really connect with the characters as much as I did with the others. It was one that I'd seen quite a few of his movies till I watched this one, and I just wasn't really with it as much. I was expecting more of it. I didn't get much from it, if that makes sense. So I just didn't really enjoy this movie. It's basically about this woman who finds this message in a bottle, and she then tries to like connect back to the people and all this, and she meets the guy and obviously must have like a romance with him and all this, but I just really wasn't paying much attention. I just really didn't really enjoy it. I don't know why, but yeah, so I didn't really enjoy that one. But I believe that it's the first movie to have been released as a adaptation, so maybe it was just a bit of a there was more better to come anyway. Up next I have A Walk to Remember. Now, what you have to remember with most of these movies, I love them all, apart from Message in a Bottle. And it was hard to place. This was a hard list to do. And A Walk to Remember is an amazing, fantastic movie, and I loved it a lot. But and it has Mandy Moore in, I believe. Ooh, if I'm wrong, that's not going to be good. But yeah, and the thing is, I don't really know quite how much to say about these movies because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But basically, it's kind of like it's a high school type movie, and you've got this popular guy and this not so popular girl who kind of keeps herself to herself, and anyway, like, he's dared to ask her out and that kind of thing, but there's a lot more to it than that. It's not your typical high school movie. It's has a lot more depth and meaning to it, but it's really, really enjoyable, and I highly recommend you check it out. There's some great music in it, and it's a really good watch if you like kind of romantic comedy. Not comedy, it has comical moments, romantic movies, then you'll like it. Next is Dear John. Now, I love Dear John a lot. However, the first time I saw Dear John was in the cinema, and I just didn't connect with it. Anyway, I've watched it many times since, and I really enjoy it now, but it's not one that I like it a lot. I really like the characters, I like the story, but it's just not one of my favourites. But I really, really enjoy it. And I'm sure a lot of you heard of it, as it's one of the more recent ones. It's got Channing Tatum in it and Amanda Seyfried, so it's got some quite famous people in, so you probably have heard of it. But basically, Amanda Seyfried, I can never say her name, meets Channing Tatum's character, and he is on, what's it called? He's like got a break from the army, so he's back for a couple of weeks. Anyway, she falls in love with him, and then they say they're going to write each other letters all the time, and it's kind of like a sweet, long-distance romantic love story. And then things start getting a bit messed up, and it's all strange, but you know, it's really enjoyable, and I love it a lot, and it's very sweet, as are most of these movies. Okay, next is Nights in Rodanthe, and I absolutely love this movie. I only saw it probably about a month ago now, and I fell in love with it. It was just, I loved it so much, and I don't even know how to describe it. You would think the reason it isn't higher on my list, I mean, it's not dead low down, is because, like I say, I really, really love all these movies, but this one had a special place for me, but I have only seen it once, so after maybe a few viewings it might bump its way up. I tend to like things the more I watch them, but I've only seen this one once. I've only watched it recently. Basically, you've got this woman, and she is having a divorce, or yeah, she's going through a divorce, I'm sure. She moves out to this cottagey thing on the beach. It's a hotel basically, and it's like a big beach cabin thingy. And anyway, there's this one guest gonna come, and it's Richard Gere, and I love Richard Gere anyway. And he's there, and he's having some issues about things, and they're kind of trying to see out of each other's way, but you know, they kind of keep bumping into each other. And then like a love interest starts with them, and it is so, so sweet. and I highly cannot recommend this movie anymore. I had not heard of it till recently. It wasn't one of the big name Nicholas Sparks movies, and it was just kind of under the radar, I think. I've not really heard many people speak about it at all, so I totally recommend you check it out if you like the movies and if you haven't seen it, because it is one of my favourites and I absolutely love it, and it is on par with the other really good ones. So totally check out Nights in Rodanthe and you will not be disappointed, I'm sure, because I love it. Okay, the next one is The Last Song. I was surprised by this movie. It's a Miley Cyrus movie, I know, but well, it's not. She's in the movie with her, I guess, are they engaged now? Her boyfriend, who she met on set. He's in this movie, who plays Gale in The Hunger Games, if you know him from that more. Yeah, so they basically, she and her brother move out to her dad's for the summer, and he lives like on this beach kind of place, and they don't really want to be there. Well, she doesn't want to be there, and she's really like arty with him and stuff, and really doesn't want to be around him. Anyway, she meets this guy and they kind of fall in love, and it's really sweet, and a lot more goes on than you think. I just kind of thought it was going to be like a romantic movie, and it really, I've seen it many times and I cry every time. And yeah, I loved it. I was surprised by it, so I think that's what like had me at this one. I just kind of thought it was going to be, oh, you know, Miley Cyrus is in it, meh, meh, meh. And it really surprised me, so I was really, I love it a lot. So I really recommend it. Even if you don't like Miley Cyrus, I would give this one a chance, because it was really enjoyable and it was a really good movie and a really, really good story. So check out The Last Song. At the second to best, if that's a word, I've chosen Safe Haven. Now, I only saw this literally the other day and I fell in love with it so much. The whole storyline was great. It was better than just your usual romantic movie. It was kind of more of a, I wouldn't say it was a thriller, but it had thriller aspects in it. It was interesting and engaging, and I was excited by it, and it was so sweet that, you know, it was a very cute story. Basically, this girl has run away from her hometown because she's kind of in trouble. You don't really know why, and she meets this guy whose wife 2 years ago passed away, and he has these two adorable children, and he runs this like little shop in this very small town, and you know, they fall interest with each other, and there's kind of some complications because, you know, the kids, and she's like, you know, coming into their life for the first other woman apart from their mother, if that makes sense, and then obviously all her backstory, and it becomes very interesting, and it is very, very sweet, and I really loved it. It was a notch higher than your usual romantic movie because it had more substance to it, I felt. It had a lot to it, and I loved it a lot, and I'm going to watch it again soon, but I've got a few friends that I want to watch it with, so I'm going to be like, watch this, and we're going to watch it. So I am really happy I bought it, and I'm so happy that I loved it. So yeah, that's Safe Haven. If you haven't seen that, because it is a new one, definitely check it out, because I loved it. Okay, then finally, number one, my favourite, what I think is the best Nicholas Sparks movie. I'm sure you all expected me to say this, and I kind of was going to put some else before it, but I just literally couldn't. This story it's always in conversation, this movie. Everyone's like, oh, thinks it's the saddest movie. I don't think it's the saddest Nicholas Sparks movie, but I consider it to be my favourite and the best, because there's something about it that I just can't quite get over, and I absolutely love the characters. I love the actors and actresses in this, and it has a special place. So I've decided this is the best one, and it is, of course, The Notebook. We have Ryan Gosling, who I am in love with anyway. Like, he's just wonderful, and Rachel McAdams, who I love as well. She's great. So those two play the lead roles, and basically it's just their love story, and it's just kind of that simple, and that's why I like it so much. It's so sweet and cute, and I don't know, it's nice. It's like watching them fall in love and then kind of fall out of love, and you know, it's a love story, and it's just so nice. And I don't know, it's very girly, and you know, if you say to a guy, oh, have you seen The Notebook? No. Oh, you know, but I love it. I love The Notebook. Everyone has seen The Notebook, I'm sure, and it is one of them romantic girly movies that is on the top of the list. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, there's not much I can say about this, but The Notebook has to be the best, and it's probably the most well-known Nicholas Sparks movie, so it's a bit of a cliche to pick as the best, but I just couldn't help it. It has to be done. So yeah, that is my best and worst Nicholas Sparks movie adaptations, and I really hope there will be more, because I've never been let down by one of these movies, except for maybe my least favourite. That was just a bit of a didn't enjoy it as much, but I'm really excited to see the Lucky one as well, so please let me know if that is a good movie. And if you like this video and want to see more best to worst, please thumbs it up and leave me down in the comments what topics you'd like to see rated best to worst. Yes, that's all for now, and I hope you enjoy the video. Oh, and let me know what your favourite Nicholas Sparks movie adaptation is and your least favourite, and also maybe let me know if you've read a Nicholas Sparks book that hasn't been made into a movie, which one you'd like to see made into a movie next, if that made any sense. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, bye!